What if I told you this 1970 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am isn't just a car, it's a legend on reels, a roaring masterpiece of American muscle that can stop you in your tracks before you even touch the gas. Today, we're diving deep into why this iconic beast is still one of the most sought-after classic cars in the world, and trust me, you don't want to blink. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button because today we're diving into one of the most iconic muscle cars ever built, the 1970 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. And trust me, you do not want to miss this. From its aggressive styling to its legendary performance, this car isn't just a classic, it's a statement on wheels. So, buckle up and let's get into it. The 1970 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am was more than just another pony car. It arrived at a time when muscle cars were dominating the streets and the racetrack. But Pontiac wanted to do something different. They weren't just aiming for speed, they wanted to create a car that screams sophistication, power, and style all at once. The Trans Am package, which debuted in 1969, truly came into its own in 1970, turning the Firebird into a fierce competitor to the Mustang, Camaro, and Charger, but with its own unique flair. Let's talk about the design, because honestly, this is where the Trans Am steals the show. From the very first glance, you notice the long hood, sleek fastback roofline, and the aggressive front grille that seems to challenge anyone who dares to race it. And then there's the iconic shaker hood. Yes, that massive air scoop that shakes with the engine's heartbeat. This wasn't just for looks, it was a performance feature designed to feed cool air directly into the engine, boosting horsepower and making sure this beast could back up its intimidating appearance. And speaking of horsepower, the 1970 Firebird Trans Am wasn't messing around. Depending on the configuration, this car could be equipped with a variety of engines, ranging from the standard 400 cubic inch V8 to the legendary 455 horsepower. That's right, we're talking about a monstrous 455 cubic inches of raw American muscle capable of producing up to 370 horsepower. Now, in today's world, that might not sound insane, but remember, this car weighed just over 3,400 pounds. That meant blistering acceleration, ear-splitting exhaust notes, and an adrenaline rush that's impossible to replicate in a modern car without electronic assists. And let's not forget the transmission. You could opt for a 4-speed manual, which made shifting feel like pure theater, or a 3-speed automatic for a smoother, more street-friendly experience. But for true enthusiasts, the manual was the way to go, giving that authentic, hands-on driving experience that muscle car lovers crave. Now, here's where the Trans Am really separated itself. The handling. Unlike many of its contemporaries that were all about straight-line speed, Pontiac invested heavily in suspension upgrades. Front and rear sway bars, heavy-duty shocks, and a solid rear axle meant that this car could corner with surprising agility. Combine that with wide tires, Rally 2 wheels, and beefy disc brakes, and you've got a car that doesn't just go fast, it goes fast with control. It was perfect for those who wanted muscle without sacrificing the thrill of precision driving. Step inside, and the interior reflects the same philosophy of blending performance with style. The 1970 Trans Am came with bucket seats, a center console with all the necessary gauges, and a driver-focused cockpit that made every drive feel purposeful. The Firebird emblem stitched into the seats, optional Hurst shifter, and even the tilt telescopic steering wheel were all small touches that screamed exclusivity. And for the time, the sound system options were surprisingly advanced, allowing drivers to enjoy their vinyl records while they cruised in raw power. Let's talk about Rarity, because the 1970 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am wasn't mass-produced. Pontiac intentionally kept production numbers low to maintain exclusivity, making this car one of the most sought-after collectibles today. If you're lucky enough to find a well-preserved example, it could easily fetch over $150,000 at auction, and we're talking models with original paint, matching numbers, and the right engine configuration. Certain limited editions with the 455 HO and special rally pack options have even broken the $200,000 mark. That's insane for a car that's over 50 years old. And the Trans Am didn't just dominate on the streets, it made a huge impact on pop culture as well. From movies to television, the Firebird Trans Am became synonymous with rebellion, freedom, and American muscle. Its aggressive stance, iconic decals, and thunderous roar made it the go-to car for those who wanted to stand out. And even today, seeing one roll by on the street or at a car show can stop you in your tracks. There's just something about that combination of history, performance, and pure style that's timeless. Restoration of a 1970 Trans Am is a labor of love. Every detail matters, from getting the correct Pontiac badges to sourcing NOS parts for authenticity. And enthusiasts who take the time to restore these cars properly know that it's not just about the car itself, it's about preserving a piece of automotive history. And the market rewards that attention to detail. A beautifully restored Firebird Trans Am isn't just a car, it's an investment that grows in value every year. So whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual fan of American muscle, the 1970 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am is a masterpiece that deserves recognition. It combines raw power, sophisticated handling, and jaw-dropping aesthetics in a way that few cars ever have. It's a perfect example of what makes classic American muscle cars so special. Cars that aren't just transportation, but an experience, a statement, and a legacy, all rolled into one. All right, everyone, that's a wrap on our deep dive into the 1970 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss a ride through automotive history. Also, drop a comment below. Tell me what your dream Trans Am configuration would be, because I'd love to know which engine and options you pick if you could own one. Until next time, stay fast, stay passionate, and keep chasing those classic car dreams.